Cristiano Simonetta with you for Southside Auto Tech's coach's comments with Stars head coach and GM Chris Michael. Mike's Stars win 4-0 over the Fargo Force. Did you know that it's been over 800 days, November 11th, 2018, the last time your team shut out an opponent? Jake Musatelli with 27 saves. This time, it's Ryan Ouellette with 15, and it comes against the best team in the West. Describe that defensive game that you guys were able to put together, and also Ryan Ouellette coming up big when he needed to be.
Well, first things first, credit to Ryan and the response that he came out with tonight. If you listen to what, Coach Peruzzi had to say on the comments last night, he was spot on. He's an ultimate competitor. He wanted it bad. He wanted to respond the right way for the guys in front of him, and he did. And you know what? Credit to Ryan. We're extremely proud of him and his leadership back there. But you know what? When a team pitches a shutout, that's an everybody thing. And guys were phenomenal on both sides of the puck. And people will look at it and say, you know what? They did a good job getting above their checks. They did a good job clogging up the middle. We did a good job in our own zone. But we also did a very good job with the puck. And we took care of the puck. We tried to make plays when we were presented the opportunity to make a play. But we also were very diligent in just getting pucks behind, establishing a forecheck or being first on that touch, and establishing our time in the O zone. So that's an everybody thing. Credit to every single guy that was in the lineup. The energy that they had before the game carried into that first period, all the way into the second and the third. And credit to our leadership group and their response. And they were the ones that led the way, and we had a bunch of followers. And now we got to bottle this up and bring it again tomorrow in a quick turnaround. And we now, the bar was raised by our group tonight, and now it's our job to raise the bar again tomorrow. At least that's our goal.
You guys had a great start last night against Sioux Falls. You scored the first 2 goals of the game, separated by 27 seconds. Now it's Jack Horbach scoring 58 seconds into period number 1. It was one of those games where you thought, again, who's going to get that next strike? It was James Stefan. What was the difference in that mentality to not only protect that lead and keep Fargo off the score sheet, but keep pushing offensively?
It's our process. We bought in for 60 minutes tonight, and we decided to do things the right way. And again, this game is all about momentum, and it's about who can get it first and who can keep it the longest. And we felt like we had it for the majority of the game. They had a good little push there at one stretch, but there was no panic. It's almost like our guys grew up overnight from a tough night last night, and all of a sudden you saw a more mature group, a group that was confident in their ability, and it's great to see.
Dominic James probably gained himself a lot more fans. We know him for his offense. He's fought in this building before, but standing up for his brother and Zach Erdahl, who took a hit from, I believe, Austin Wong, ends up fighting Kyle Smolin. You kill off that penalty, then the goal by Stefan. What did you see from your group in that moment? It just looked like everybody bought in, and I know that's a cliche, but when Dom goes out there, fights, then he scores a goal, it makes everybody want to follow him.
Yeah, for sure, and he's been doing that for probably the last month or so now. And if you're around him and you see the maturation that's occurred, it shouldn't take a fight for him to have everybody here that's a fan of his. The guys absolutely love him. For him to go out and do that, and if you're standing on their bench, you can hear the energy on our bench that Dom created there in that moment, sticking up for one of his brothers, one of his longtime brothers, another leadership group member, and that's what I mean about the leadership group leading the way. They led the way, and it was all of them. It was Dom James, Zach Erdahl, Jack O'Leary, Jake Bonet, Dalton Norris, Tony Fulmer. Every single guy to a man. They were excellent.
One last question for you, Mikes. Weird turnaround for you guys, 3:05 game. Once again, it comes against the Force. So what's this process like? You mentioned bottling it up. Getting too high is something you want to avoid against a team like Fargo that can turn it on any second.
Yeah, listen, every point's crucial for us right now, and we just have to continue sticking to our process. What gave us the positive result tonight, right? What gave us that positive feeling? Well, it doesn't make sense if we revert back to something that we shouldn't be. So it's about getting our bodies right, our minds right, our emotions right for a quick turnaround, they're in the same predicament. You know, they're on the road, so that's not an excuse. It's two teams that are playing a 3-3. It's two teams that are desperate to collect 2 points in the wild west out here. So, you know, we're looking forward to going back, looking at the video, see what we can adjust, see where we can improve even more, and another opportunity to play a game at the Icebox. Yeah, that should get us through regardless.
Thanks so much for doing this, Mike. That was Coach's Comments presented by Southside Auto Tech. Lincoln wins 4-0 over the Fargo Force. Jack Horbach with the game-winning goal came 58 seconds into period number 1. Stars will take on the Force once again tomorrow afternoon, 3:05 p.m. Central Time. We'll see you then.